This channel is meant for adult toy collectors. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to the Dolly Babbles, a channel where we talk about doll and toy collecting. Today I wanted to do a follow-up video of sorts. My last video was about how my collection started, but today I want to talk about why my collection started. I did feed my cat early to do the voiceover for this video. But she's a very noisy gremlin who, if you didn't know better, would have you believe I've never fed her a day in her life. So, if you hear background noise, it is her ravaging through her food. Now, if you didn't get the chance to watch my last video, I mentioned that my collection started off relating to my childhood. Having dolls definitely brought a lot of cool, happy memories from when I was a kid, which, as someone who had a rough childhood, were really important to me. I also have an anxiety disorder. Unfortunately, many people do. So dolls were kind of like, she is really going at it, kind of like an escape. I could sit and clean them and pose them and style them for hours and not really think about all of the negative things that swirl around in my head. Um, I also really enjoyed having control over them, which I'm not sure if that wording really makes sense, but in my childhood, a lot of my items were often damaged, either by my parents or other kids that I had to share my toys with. So it was really healing to have toys that no one was allowed. But there are 5 larger reasons that I continue to collect. The first is beauty. I'm not the first person to say this, but dolls are art. Um, Looking at just this Mina Flora doll, she has she has beautiful eye makeup. This really unique blend of orange tones in her hair. I don't know if you can tell from these pictures. Um, she has tiny little henna designs on her hands, and just the scale of the details on her clothes and her accessories in general are just so tiny. And she's just gorgeous. I mean, if you think about it, people love staring at pretty things. That's why we put art up in our homes. And that's why me and other collectors display dolls. They're art. Number 2 is the minis, the miniatures. This is a short reason, but I absolutely love things on a small scale. Doll accessories are so cute and fascinating, and uh, I can tell I'm not alone with that fascination because of mini brands and how they're just absolutely everywhere. Number 3 is play. Uh, Fidget toys are incredibly mainstream, so I think it's safe to say that adults understand the benefit of playing through, our hands and minds, and dolls are basically a different version of a fidget toy. You can brush their hair, change their clothes, pose them, engaging your hands, and you can bring your imagination to life using them as models for oh my goodness, for photography, or arranging them in dioramas, or just playing with them like you used to as a kid. Number 4 is knowledge. I'm neurodivergent, and so my brain has certain things it loves to fixate on and know a ton about, and dolls is one of them. Um, I love learning about different doll lines, even if I have no interest in ever having them, um, and their accessories. I also find it so gratifying to be able to use all of these random things I've learned from all of these videos um, and websites to track down someone's childhood toy and give them an give them the name of it. I also think it's a really good topic to fixate on because it isn't related to kind of current events. It's almost never, I can't imagine a reason it would be, at least, a high stakes issue. Um, so it doesn't bring me stress. And then my last reason, number 5, is community. I absolutely love the connection collecting brings. Um, just to see this window into this very niche part of other people's lives. I don't have other friends who collect dolls, at least not yet. I would love to make some. There just aren't really any meetups in my area or conventions or anything like that. And I struggle with making connections online. Um, but knowing someone is a doll collector makes me trust them. Um, I feel like there's just a level of open mindedness you need to have. And I'm sure there are people who are doll collectors who aren't great people, but I think most people are probably pretty nice. So those were my reasons for collecting. Of course, everyone's reasons are different. Uh, do your reasons match mine? Or do you have other reasons that I didn't mention? If you'd like to hear more of my babbles, don't forget to subscribe. But this is the end of my babbles for today. See you next time.